Hello, my name is Arlen Sandoval, and I will be going with you through every step on how to do a shrimp cocktail deluxe. So the purpose is for you to become acquainted with a simple yet savory summer dish that is a crowd pleaser. So, are you a professional looking to prepare a new dish for your restaurant? Are you an amateur cook looking to serve a new plate at home? Or perhaps you've been invited to a gathering and you want to impress your friends with a cool dish, or are you simply a foodie and looking for new recipes to devour? Either way, you are here to learn how to make a shrimp cocktail, and I am hopeful that I will teach you every step on how to create this fresh dish. So, when you think of shrimp cocktail, is this what comes to mind? Well, how about I can tell you can go from that to this in 10 easy steps. All right, so as any other project, the first step is to plan. These are some things to consider when trying to do this dish. Firstly, know what amount to do. So will you be feeding 3 to 4 people? Will you be serving it as an appetizer or a main dish? Depending on who you're serving, you may want to ask them about food allergies, as this dish does contain shrimp. Also, inquire if maybe there's some people that don't like avocado or cilantro, which are some ingredients that are included in this dish. Another thing to consider is how much are you willing to spend. Ensure you have enough funds to buy the ingredients for this dish. Also, consider that depending where you are at and the time of year will determine how much seasonal items like avocado and the shrimp you'll be using would be at that time. And lastly, you definitely want to ensure you have enough time to do this. Do remember that you have to schedule enough time to purchase the items and then to prep and then to finally assemble the dish. Alrighty, so second step is shop for ingredients. You can go ahead and screenshot this for your shopping list. You want to purchase 3 pounds of pre-cooked shrimp, a big jar of clamato juice, 2 cucumbers, 1 medium onion, 5 medium avocados, 1 large cilantro bunch, 1 lime, and in case you don't have this, purchase some ketchup, black pepper, dried oregano, and garlic salt. All right, third step is to gather tools that you'll be needing for this. What you would be needing is a cutting board, a large mixing bowl, preferably 15 inches of diameter, a sharp chopping knife, a peeler, a lime squeezer, a mixing spoon, 1/3 cup measuring spoon, and 1/2 tablespoon measuring spoon. Fourth step would be to prep your ingredients and tools. For example, ensure you wash your hands before and after each step. Collect and clean all equipment needed. If you've purchased the pre-cooked shrimp, as I've suggested, at this point, all you would have to do is remove the tails and the skin. And lastly, with the veggies, rinse all of them, peel the ones that are applicable, such as the cucumber, avocados, and onions. And with the cilantro, you definitely want to rinse that and break off the stems and pit the avocados. Okay, so steps 6 and 7 kind of go hand in hand together. So firstly, you want to chop all the fresh ingredients. I typically start with cucumbers, then onion, avocados, cilantro, and the next one is optional. chopping of the shrimp. You can either serve it whole, but I prefer chopping it in small bits, so I have shrimp in every spoonful. As far as size goes, there's no right or wrong way on how to chop it up. Just chop it as your liking, and then just combine them. Steps 8 and 9 are simply mixing. Step 8 would be to combine the wet ingredients such as ketchup, lime juice, and clamato. And then the dry ingredients such as black pepper, garlic salt, and oregano. Toss them in the bowl and you just mix, mix, mix. Alrighty, so the last step would be to finally serve. You can either put it in a fancy glass and serve with crackers, or you can put it in a bowl, or you can serve it as a tostada. At that point, I leave it to your discretion, and if you want to kick it up a notch, go ahead and toss some hot sauce in there. You can either add Tapatio, Tabasco, Cholula. At this point, it would be an added garnish. I do have a couple tips and suggestions to make making this dish a lot easier and funner. For example, if able to, I would highly recommend purchasing fresh pre-cooked shrimp to eliminate longer prep time. This would avoid having to thaw it out and or cooking it. For an added kick, I would suggest to refrigerate the clamato juice the night before. If you're having an outdoor setting, if able to, I highly recommend using recyclable plastic dishes and utensils to eliminate breakage of any dishes. If by chance you don't have any plastic, then you could also use paper plates and plastic utensils that are one-time use. And lastly, if you want to have extras on the side, I would recommend having hot sauce, imitation crab, and tostadas and or chips to just make it easier to dip. In the unlikely event that you have leftovers, I would recommend pouring the remaining contents into a appropriate size container and then covering it with either the container's top, lid, or just saran wrap or aluminum. And then I would not consume it after it being refrigerated 2 to 3 days. So what did I learn through my research on this dish? Well, firstly, when I was searching for shrimp cocktail deluxe recipes, only recipes for Mexican shrimp cocktail would pop up. It was interesting to find different variations of this dish. All included the main ingredients that are shrimp, cucumber, onion, cilantro, avocado, lime juice, and the staple ingredient, clamato juice. Some recipes I saw added octopus, celery, and orange juice. I don't know, but I feel that some of these ingredients are acquired tastes. And that's how I came up with the recipe that was given to you today, the perfect medium, where it's not too fancy nor too basic. So please enjoy in making this cool summer dish. So this is my works cited page. I used all of my images with the exception of the 2 images done on slide 4. Here are the links. And I did base off my research off of these 3 ingredients where I have included the links. If you have any questions, please let me know.